new generation. We are the youth of the nation. High in the sky. We are the new generation. Leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leaders Dialogue Show, which is a program that brings on board seasoned leaders to share insights on their journey on leadership ladder. This evening, we are privileged to have Mr. John Ng'ang'a. Mr. John Ng'ang'a,
asante sana.
Mr. John Ng'ang'a is a former manager at Kenya Shell, currently a principal consultant at Taluma Consultant, and an author of 11 books, including Integrities, the Litmus Test for Leadership. And Mr. John Ng'ang'a, how can we tell a person of integrity, or how does a person of integrity looks like?
Yeah, in a previous program, yes, we spent a bit of time talking about integrity, and saying that a person of integrity is a whole. Because integrity comes from an integer. Yes. Integer means a whole number. Yes. So when we say that Engineer Dhuku has integrity, we mean he is whole. He is not two people at the same time. And that's important. And I find that Psalms 15 describes how that person looks like. But let's start by saying, in Psalm 15, starts in the NIV, starts by saying, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live in your holy mountain? People of integrity are people who please God. Because you see, you can please me because I don't know you fully. But if you have integrity, it means God is happy with you because you are the same person everywhere, like we saw. And so the Bible is telling us, who is this person who lives with God? Who is this person who pleases God? That is the man of integrity. If you seek to please other human beings, there are great possibilities that you see, here, how can he know? Like, I want to please my wife when we're in Kenya. Then I go for a course in Japan, and hardly nobody ever knows me. I'll start cutting corners, because after all, nobody can discover me. That means I really didn't have integrity. As far as my wife was concerned, she has married a man of integrity. Because for sure, I've been just one man, one wife philosophy. But once I'm far away, but when you become a man of integrity, as measured by God, a person who pleases God, then it doesn't matter where you go. You always do what pleases God. The reason why I do good to Dhuku is because I want to please God. So therefore means, even when Dhuku is looking the other side, I cannot stab his back. Because my issue is not what does Dhuku think, it's what does God think. And because God sees all the time, in fact, the theologians tell us to say he is omniscient, all-knowing, then it means I'll live my life in a way that is pleasing and honest and truthful, irrespective of the circumstances. Verse 2 of Psalms 15 goes on in dealing with the matter and says, this man who has integrity is the one whose walk is blameless. You know, a person with integrity does not have approximations. It was a white lie. No, it was a black eye. No, but you know, I'm human. You know when someone says, but you know I'm human. Human is to err. But surely you do understand, we are human. People of integrity are strict with themselves. The Bible is describing them as blameless. The moment you are strict with yourself, you are likely to have integrity. But you know, the normal human being, we normally measure other people's behavior against a very high standard and measure ourselves by a low standard. Put differently, you can understand why you lied. The circumstances were such that what could I have done? But when somebody else lies, you can't understand. Now, a man of integrity would rather have a lower standard when measuring others, but they measure themselves with a blameless standard. So when you say somebody has integrity, they are people who are ruthless with themselves. That's why they don't find it difficult to say sorry, because when they don't measure up, they don't look for defense. they know they have not measured up.
Yes, yes.
So if we are talking about men of integrity or women of integrity, we are talking about people with strict measurement of themselves, strict standards. In fact, the Bible is calling them blameless. Then it goes to say, he is not just blameless, who does what is righteous. What he does, blameless was his mind, was his mental position is, I do not want to compromise in an area. But in the way he acts righteously. Here, who does what is righteous. What is righteous? Righteous stands for what is right before God. So, even if you insult him, he will not insult you because, after all, you deserve to be insulted. You insulted him. No, he does what is right, irrespective of who he is doing it to. He doesn't do right to the boss, then do wrong to the messenger. He treats them the same way because he is righteous. He has a right standard that he is following. And I think that's one of the things that we do. Many of us behave certain ways on the basis of our love for a person. If a woman is your wife, there's a way you treat her, you are in love. If you meet another one, there's a way you treat them. When you are righteous, you treat the one you love and the one you don't know, both with their respect, because you live in righteousness. Goes on to say, the person goes on to say, and this kind of person who is integrity speaks the truth from his heart.
From the heart.
That means you can speak the truth from your mouth. But here, the emphasis is, you speak the truth from your heart.
That's true.
So, it means there are many people who tell the truth from the mind. They say, what will be the consequence if I lie? No. So you tell the truth. Another one, you say, oh, I love her. If she discovered, she would not like me. So I'll tell her the truth. This one, if I tell him the truth, I'll be jailed. I'll not tell him the truth. I don't want to be jailed. But when you speak the truth from your heart, it means there is nothing else that can come out. You have no dirt within your heart. So you speak the truth by nature. It's Jesus who told the Jews, when the devil tells a lie, he speaks his native language. His nature is to lie. We are saying the man of integrity, his nature is to tell the truth, because he tells the truth from his heart. And that's one of the impressive things about men of integrity. They are people who always will tell the truth. It doesn't matter the circumstance, it tells the truth. I've said before, the good thing about telling the truth all the time is that you don't require good memory. You don't require a very good memory. You don't carry a lot of heavy weight in your mblongata wondering when it will be required. When you are simple and you tell the truth all the time, I don't have to remember what I told you last time. You asked me, Mr. Nganga, what did you get for your Form 4 results? I tell you A because I want to impress you. Now, next time you ask me, what did I tell him? I actually got a C, but did I tell him B or A? You need a very good memory. This man of integrity speaks the truth all the time because he's speaking the truth according to the Bible from his heart. So you can see the standards we are talking about, the standard of integrity are pretty high. And you cannot claim to have integrity, which is wholeness, when you cannot speak the truth all the time and to everyone and strictly the truth. You know, in court, they tell you that you swear that you are going to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. That means there can be something beyond the truth or something below the truth. Saying, so this kind of a person, and there are very few people of integrity, especially if they measured by Psalms 15, there are very few people who will never tell a lie. And it's not just a question, if you are telling the truth in your heart, you don't just don't tell a lie, you also do not imply a lie. And you also do not create a lie. You know, you can imply something, then later you say, but did I tell you? But I implied. You cannot behave in a manner to suggest to a girl you love her, and I'm not talking to young men. You behave in a certain way, but because you have never told her that you love her, you now say, who told you? You can behave in a manner that communicates something that is not right. And it will be important that we understand that people who are truthful will not want to imply a lie at any time. We are going to live in such a way that our lives, what our lives tell, is what our eyes tell, is what our mouth tell. There will be congruence. You know, in other words, sometimes you tell the truth with the mouth, but the non-verbal communication is saying something else. No. When you are integrity, you do not want to mislead in any way. You have non-verbal communication and everything to actually imply the same thing. Now, he goes on to say, whose tongue utters no slander. In other words, not only does he tell the truth, he also cannot assassinate somebody's character. He cannot start saying that there are things the other person said which he didn't say. And all those things are done very well. How is Nganga? Oh, Nganga is a good speaker, but you know his English is very English. Now, nobody asked you about the English, but you just want to lower the standing of Nganga. So you admit he is a good speaker, but you say his English is very English. You are trying to see how the listener can lower his reputation. That's what we call in slander. And we are saying men of integrity do not slander others. They do not take upon themselves the calling to destroy others. So they will make sure that if there is something negative about Duku, they don't go volunteering information. Of course, if they are asked a specific issue, they will not lie. But they will not slander means they will not go ahead and create a story that makes the assumption and perception about Duku be something that is not right. That's what you mean by slander. People of integrity do not slander.
Excellent. People of integrity, and we trust we will be people of integrity. Keep forwarding your comments on our Twitter page at Leaders Dialogue Show, and on our Facebook page at Leaders Dialogue. We'll be right back after the break. Thank you so much.